That's not a discussion about science. That becomes marketing. And it's a very smart thing to do because we all know that it's much more difficult to deconstruct a well-placed, well-lived belief system that's entrenched for many decades. However, it's much easier to have a rational debate where science trumps science until we get to the truth. Yes, there's good science and there's bad science, but we're quite capable today to evaluate science on its quality and its merits. And we need only do that to deconstruct water fluoridation. The problem is, the belief system has been entrenched in the public's mind for more than 60 years. So when one wants to add fact into a belief system that does not dovetail neatly and comfortably into that belief system, the human response is to reject the fact rather than realign the belief system. In psychological terms, that's called cognitive dissonance. We simply can't package something that doesn't sit well for us, makes us feel too uncomfortable, and may keep us up at night, because after all, it would be very nice to go to bed thinking and believing. There are others out there, the dental associations, Public Health, Health Canada, who are looking after our well-being while I'm sleeping tonight. But to believe that perhaps they've made a gross error and are now not willingly going to admit that doesn't sit well. So it was very, very smart to work with belief systems and construct belief systems, because they're very difficult to deconstruct, as I've said. And what we have to do is be willing to set aside biases and sit down at a table as friends and neighbors and discuss the science. Some people who say the science is too difficult to understand, then let's bring in people from both sides of the issue, proponents and opponents of water fluoridation, who are qualified to comment on the science, on the chemistry, on the systemic ingestion, on the biology, on the physiology, on the statistics, on the methodology. They can help us understand what is good science and what is bad science. And from there, we can make the decision based on the science in front of us, whether it's worth the risk. To me, that's the fairest resolve to deconstructing what I believe to be a myth that has been carefully constructed over 6.5 decades. People sometimes will also ask, why would somebody purposely want to harm us? I don't necessarily think anybody purposely wants to harm us. But I do think if somebody's whole reputation as an industry and as an institution, for example, dentistry and dental associations, is built and predicated upon endorsements, first and foremost, look, Mom, I have no cavities, fluoride.